Hello everybody, this is Chronosco018, and this is going to be my it would be my thoughts, but, this is going to be essentially it is my thoughts and a recap of Snow White with the Red Hair, episode 1. Where to begin? By no means am I picking this show. I'm going to, do all the, react to all the first episodes that you guys the shows you mentioned, record them, and upload all of them. But the only ones that will get more than that are the ones I pick. And note that I said ones. That means multiples. Excuse me. It might get to the point where I might pick 2 or 3 of them, because I might not be able to choose. So far, I've done like 6 or 7 of them, because I wasn't able to get them all done today. I'll finish the rest tomorrow since I'm off from work. But the ones that are contending at the moment are Snow White with the Red Hair, the time I got reincarnated as a slime, just from my fan of fantasy and D&D and stuff. And stuff like, stuff like that. And Black Clover. Yes, Black Clover. That was actually the last one I did before I had stopped for the day. And yeah, all the 3 of those are in contending at the moment for the one I pick. But I will pick multiples if, like I said, if I can't pick, if I like all 3 of them. The ones that I've already done, the only one that didn't stand out to me as much was, which one was it? Moribito, the Guardian Spirit. That was the one that kind of didn't stand out. That stood out the least to me. But then again, was only the first episode. Anyway, I figured I'd let you guys know what I was planning. That way, you don't automatically think I'm just doing Snow White with the red hair. I would do all of them, but yeah, Rurouni Kenshin alone would be too much, because that thing has like 95 episodes to it. Good lord. I didn't realize it was that much. Heck, I'm actually saving Rurouni Kenshin for last when it comes to recording, because I've already seen the show. Anyway, this episode, I've already forgotten the freaking female character's name. Hang on, let me look real quick. Let me look up the character's name real quick. Oh, her name was Shirayuki. Okay. I was trying to figure out what her name was. That's why I went and looked it up real quick. Because I remember Zen's name. I don't remember the douchebag prince, though. But his name's not important, because he's probably just a main one-off thing. Anyway, Shirayuki is an herbalist. He's a very pretty herbalist. I don't know why, but red hair, green eyes always looks good to me. Then again, with all my roleplay characters, except for My Hero Academia, usually have red hair or green eyes, except for when I'm doing Yu Yu Hakusho, in which case it's a different color, because Grandma's got red hair and green eyes, but whatever. Anyway, she's an herbalist, and a very prominent one, apparently, from the way I've seen. And the douchebag prince decides that just by her looks alone, he doesn't even meet her, that he wants her as his concubine. Essentially, he wants her to birth his children. That's essentially what a concubine does. Not his wife, his concubine, because obviously he can't marry a commoner. Well, he possibly could, but I highly doubt he likes her enough to want to do that. And so, in defiance of this, she cuts off her long red hair and leaves it there and leaves the shop. And runs off, essentially. And when she gets to, I think the border of the kingdom or something, she stops and ends up finding a big house, I wouldn't say mansion, but it's, I guess, more like an estate, because it's not a regular house. It's too big for that. And it looks too nice on the inside for that, anyway. Anyway, she ends up running into, I think his hair is blonde, blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy named Zen, and his bodyguards, something like that. I would assume bodyguards is the way they act. And when he catches a sight of her as he's jumping over the freaking wall for whatever reason, he loses his foot catches the wall and he ends up getting hurt, landing on the ground. And she offers to bandage up his injury with some salve that she's got that's, I'm guessing, for pain. And she proves that it's not poison by causing herself injury and using it on herself. And while they're walking around, they end up talking. And he tells her that essentially one's own path is theirs to make. Nobody else can make it for them. They could probably help, but it's essentially the person's own choice. It's just like if someone's an addict and you try and help the person to quit. Or if they don't want to quit, then you can't make them quit, essentially. It's the same thing. Obviously, nobody's an addict in this one as far as I know. But it's essentially the same concept. Someone's own path is their own choice. If they don't want to make the choice, they don't have to go down that path. And when they get back, they find a basket of apples tied together with her hair ribbon that she left in her hair, which means it's the douchebag prince is still looking for her. And she ends up having to tell him, or tell Zen, you know, the reason why she ran off like she did, because he asked for the reason. And when she explains who the prince is, who the guy is, he even agrees that the guy is a big freaking idiot. And apparently all the other kingdoms even know this and agree that he's an idiot. And Zen, not really thinking about it, I'm guessing, took a bite of one of the apples. And this is subjected to poison because the apple was poisoned, apparently intended for Shirayuki. I gotta get used to the name. And the guy who came by the shop before that told her about being a concubine showed up and told her that if she goes to him, that she will get the antidote. And she decides to. And the douchebag prince tells her that if she becomes his concubine, he will give her the antidote. And she's about to agree to that. Actually, it's coming out of her mouth before Zen busts down the door with his bodyguards. Apparently, he's been given immunity to the poison, so it's not affecting him near as badly as it would have. And we actually find out that Zen is the prince of another the second prince of another kingdom, a neighboring kingdom. I can't remember what the name of it is. And essentially, he gives the guy the ultimatum that either, essentially because he got poisoned, the guy, it essentially could have been a declaration of war, or it could be perceived that way by by Zen's father, or mother, or whatever. And essentially, if he doesn't want it to get out that he did this, to leave Shirayuki alone. If that's her last name, please feel free to let me know what her first name is. But yeah, he essentially gives him the ultimatum and he agrees. And thus, they head back to the house and he tells her that essentially if she wants to, she can leave and choose her own path in life now that she's free of the guy. And she apparently chooses to stay, from what I've gathered. I could be wrong. But I did enjoy this show very much. Like I said, it is a top contender on which one I pick. For good reason, because I like a strong female character, and I'm a bit partial to romance. So yeah, that's a big plus on that one. And yeah, she's probably not into romance, but I just like it. Anyway, for those of you who suggested the show, thank you for suggesting it. And I will get to the others eventually. I might not be able to get the others up today, but I will finish recording tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.